they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Second and 7. Right back to Irving. Oh, yeah. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 15. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Woo! Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Rashad White, touchdown Tampa. It's his third touchdown on the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Richardson. And he can't hang on. Through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Richardson. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. And even 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Richardson. Moving to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Hook is in. Touchdown, Bill.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Pass now for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They send Godwin in motion. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
That's Ibuka in motion. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Now he'll air one out. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Baker gonna give it to Irving, and he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Tight end motioning left. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, and that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Richardson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Zion McCollum. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air for really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Now Cook loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Richardson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 31 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Kalijah Cansey in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Richardson. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Kalijah Cansey. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this 1st half.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing is Richardson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and Now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Out to his right. Taking off. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Baker. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Going up top for Evans. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught to the goal line and in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Forced to his right. He runs with it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Baker gonna hand it to White, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket, but I don't think anyone's gonna complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. They'll go again here with Irvin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On first down, it's White, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Baker to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Big Ed Oliver in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll air it out down the middle. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it, and they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Richardson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Now Richardson to the left side into the hands of Moore. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
2nd down throw for Richardson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing, Richardson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. On first down, here's Irving. Up the sideline, past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. They send Evans in motion. Here's Irving. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A run up the middle with Cook. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Second and inches. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. The 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. On the 30 now, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a big return. He finally tackled right near midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. Half midfield. Look at him go. And he nearly takes it the distance, just short of the goal line. A spectacular return.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was gone. I mean, it won't be a touchdown, but he set his guys up first and goal, and that was electric to watch.
Here's Cook, and he will power. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bills will open up a 6-point lead. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. The gain of 43 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Looking for Ibuka. He's got it again. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. They send Godwin in motion. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And Oliver, he gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Out right and catch made. That's Ibuka. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Tampa. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw to the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course. But there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Davis. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Here's 2nd down. Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He'll air one out for Palmer. So they're going to take over at their own 8-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They'll drop to throw. To the left side to Godwin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Putting the tight end in motion. On first down is Mayfield. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Here's first down. Now Richardson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They picked up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that could really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Throwing is Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Cook. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field kicker right now. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Here comes 2nd and 4. A run with Cook. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground. if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's a big one. This third down. They'll run with Cook. And the Bills are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, you didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
And they'll get the timeout called here. It comes with just 1 second left on the clock. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Bills. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they been seeing her work.